Mushrooms and toadstools have fascinated humans for centuries, appearing in myths, fairy tales, and even on our dinner plates. But what exactly is the difference between them? Are toadstools truly toxic, and are all mushrooms safe to eat? The answer isn't as simple as it seems. While the word mushroom is commonly used for edible fungi, toadstool is often associated with poisonous varieties. However, there is no scientific distinction between the two. These terms are largely based on folklore and common usage, making it tricky to separate friend from foe in the wild. Nature's fungi come in an astonishing variety of shapes, colors, and textures. Some mushrooms are a gourmet delicacy, like truffles and chanterelles, while others can cause severe poisoning or even death with just a single bite. Learning to tell them apart is not just a matter of curiosity, it's a survival skill. In this video, we'll uncover the key differences between mushrooms and toadstools, explore how to identify them, and reveal the hidden dangers lurking in the forest floor. By the end, you'll know how to distinguish between a delicious treat and a deadly mistake. Get ready to dive into the fascinating world of fungi. The terms mushroom and toadstool are often used interchangeably, but their meanings can vary depending on culture and tradition. Generally, mushroom refers to edible fungi, while toadstool is commonly associated with poisonous or inedible varieties. However, scientifically, there is no strict classification separating them. They're all fungi. Many of the mushrooms we eat, such as portobello, shiitake, and oyster mushrooms, belong to the same biological kingdom as deadly toadstools. The difference lies in their chemical composition. While some fungi produce beneficial nutrients, others contain toxins that can cause hallucinations, organ failure, or even death. Throughout history, toadstools have been linked to folklore and legends. The name toadstool itself likely comes from the belief that poisonous fungi were the resting spots for venomous toads or were used by witches in their potions. These stories may have been early warnings to avoid certain types of wild mushrooms. While the distinction between mushrooms and toadstools is largely based on perception, it is crucial to identify which fungi are safe to consume and which are deadly. Misidentification can lead to severe consequences, making knowledge about edible and toxic species essential for foragers and nature enthusiasts. Foraging for wild mushrooms can be rewarding, but it requires extensive knowledge and caution. Many edible mushrooms have toxic lookalikes, and one mistake can be fatal. Experts recommend using the "if in doubt, throw it out" rule. If you're unsure about a mushroom, don't eat it. One key way to differentiate edible mushrooms from toxic ones is their physical characteristics. Features like the cap shape, gill structure, spore print color, and stem texture can help determine whether a mushroom is safe. Edible mushrooms, such as morels, chanterelles, and oyster mushrooms, have distinct traits that set them apart from poisonous varieties. The spore print test is a classic identification method. By placing the cap of a mushroom on a dark surface and letting the spores fall, you can observe its color. Many toxic mushrooms, like the deadly Amanita species, have white spore prints, while many edible varieties have darker spores. However, this test alone is not foolproof, and multiple identification methods should always be used. For beginners, guided foraging with an expert is the safest way to learn. Books, apps, and online guides can be helpful, but nothing replaces hands-on experience with an experienced forager. Eating the wrong mushroom can cause severe illness or even death, so proper identification is a must for anyone venturing into the world of wild fungi. Some mushrooms are so deadly that even a small bite can be fatal. The Amanita phalloides, or death cap, is one of the most poisonous mushrooms in the world. Found across Europe, North America, and Australia, it resembles edible varieties like the paddy straw mushroom, making it particularly dangerous. Consuming even half of one cap can cause organ failure. Another lethal mushroom is the destroying angel Amanita species, which looks deceptively harmless. Its pure white appearance makes it seem edible, but its toxins cause delayed poisoning, with symptoms appearing hours after ingestion. By the time severe symptoms occur, the liver and kidneys may already be irreversibly damaged. The deadly webcap, Cordonarius rubellus, contains a slow-acting toxin that attacks the kidneys over time. Unlike other poisonous mushrooms that cause immediate sickness, webcap poisoning can take days or even weeks to show symptoms, often leading to fatal kidney failure before the connection to the mushroom is made. Even experienced foragers can make mistakes, which is why experts stress the importance of knowing every characteristic of the mushrooms you collect. Some of the deadliest mushrooms look shockingly similar to common edible varieties. Without proper identification, the consequences can be devastating, even deadly. Not all mushrooms are dangerous. Many are delicious and highly nutritious. One of the most popular edible mushrooms is the button mushroom, Agaricus bisporus, which is widely used in cooking. When left to mature, it becomes a cremini mushroom, and when fully grown, it turns into the flavorful portobello. This versatile mushroom is safe to eat raw or cooked. Another highly sought-after edible mushroom is the chanterelle, Cantharellus sabarius, known for its vibrant golden color and delicate, peppery flavor. Found in forests worldwide, chanterelles are rich in vitamins and have a meaty texture, making them a favorite among gourmet chefs. Unlike poisonous lookalikes, true chanterelles have false gills that are forked and run down the stem. Morel mushrooms, Morchella species, are a forager's dream. Their distinctive honeycomb-like cap makes them easy to recognize, and they offer a rich, earthy taste. Morels should never be eaten raw, as they contain low levels of toxins that disappear when cooked. Due to their short growing season, they are one of the most expensive wild mushrooms on the market. If you're interested in growing mushrooms at home, the oyster mushroom, Pleurotus ostreatus, is an excellent choice. Oyster mushrooms thrive in controlled environments and have a mild, seafood-like taste. They are also known for their medicinal properties, including boosting the immune system and lowering cholesterol. Foraging for wild mushrooms can be exciting and rewarding, but it comes with risks. Some mushrooms that look edible are actually highly toxic, making proper identification crucial. One of the first rules of mushroom foraging is if you're unsure, don't eat it. Many poisonous mushrooms closely resemble safe varieties, which is why experienced foragers use key identification features to tell them apart. One of the most reliable indicators of poisonous mushroom is the presence of a skirt-like ring around the stem or a bulbous base. Deadly varieties, such as the death cap and destroying angel, have these features. Additionally, many toxic mushrooms have white gills, while most edible mushrooms have pink, brown, or black gills. Another key difference is in the spore print test. To do this, place a mushroom cap on a piece of paper and let it release its spores overnight. Edible mushrooms like chanterelles and oyster mushrooms have yellow, pink, or lilac spore prints, while many poisonous mushrooms produce white or green spore prints, a major warning sign. Lastly, never rely on myths to determine a mushroom's safety. Some believe that poisonous mushrooms turn silverware black or taste bitter, but many deadly varieties have no distinct smell or taste. The best way to stay safe is to consult an expert or use a detailed mushroom identification guide before eating any wild mushroom. Mushrooms are not just delicious additions to meals. They also offer a range of health benefits. For centuries, many cultures have used medicinal mushrooms for their healing properties. Reishi mushrooms are often referred to as the mushroom of immortality in traditional Chinese medicine. These mushrooms are believed to boost immunity, reduce stress, and even combat cancer cells. Another powerhouse in the world of medicinal mushrooms is the shiitake mushroom. Shiitake has been used for centuries to support cardiovascular health by lowering cholesterol levels. It's also known for containing compounds that may enhance the immune system and help prevent certain types of cancer. But even the more commonly known varieties like button mushrooms have nutritional value. Rich in vitamins like D, B6, and riboflavin, mushrooms provide essential nutrients that support bone health, boost the metabolism, and help fight inflammation. They're also a good source of antioxidants, which can protect the body from oxidative stress and improve overall health. Edible mushrooms are also low in calories and fat, making them an excellent option for those looking to maintain a healthy weight. Their high fiber content supports digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar levels. With so many nutritional and medicinal benefits, it's clear why mushrooms are often referred to as superfoods. Mushrooms play a crucial role in the environment, particularly in the decomposition process. As nature's recyclers, mushrooms break down organic matter like dead trees, leaves, and plant matter into essential nutrients that are returned to the soil. Without mushrooms and other fungi, the planet would be overwhelmed with waste that wouldn't decompose. A major contribution of mushrooms to ecosystems is their relationship with plants. Through a process called mycorrhizal symbiosis, certain fungi form partnerships with plants, helping them absorb nutrients, especially phosphorus and nitrogen. This mutually beneficial relationship helps plants thrive, while fungi gain sugars produced by the plants. In fact, over 90% of plant species form symbiotic relationships with fungi, proving how essential mushrooms are to plant health. Mushrooms also play a role in the food chain by being a food source for various animals, including insects, small mammals, and even humans. Their role in the food web extends beyond consumption, as mushrooms help maintain soil structure and fertility. In the forest ecosystem, mushrooms contribute to biological diversity by helping other organisms survive and thrive. Furthermore, mushrooms are important for carbon cycling. Fungi help regulate carbon storage in soils by converting organic matter into forms that can be retained and reused. This helps balance atmospheric carbon levels and supports climate regulation. With all their contributions, it's clear that mushrooms are much more than just food. They are vital to the sustainability of life on Earth. While many mushrooms are edible and provide great nutritional value, there are also toadstools that can be dangerous to humans and animals. These mushrooms often resemble edible varieties, but contain harmful toxins that can cause severe poisoning or even death. One of the most infamous toxic toadstools is the Amanita phalloides, also known as the death cap mushroom. The death cap contains potent toxins that attack the liver and kidneys. Symptoms of poisoning are often delayed, making it difficult to recognize the danger until it's too late. Ingestion of even small amounts of this mushroom can be fatal. Amanita muscaria, commonly known as the fly agaric, is another toxic toadstool, though its symptoms are less severe. It causes hallucinations and confusion, and while not always deadly, it can lead to dangerous behavior. Identifying the difference between safe mushrooms and toxic toadstools can be challenging, especially for beginners. Color, shape, and size can be deceiving, and some toxic mushrooms may even have a similar smell or texture to edible varieties. The key to avoiding dangerous mushrooms is to rely on expert knowledge and never consume wild mushrooms unless they have been properly identified. Many cases of mushroom poisoning happen because people misidentify toxic toadstools as edible mushrooms. Foragers and mushroom enthusiasts should educate themselves on identifying toxic species and always err on the side of caution. Remember, even experienced foragers can make mistakes, and consuming wild mushrooms can have serious consequences if done improperly. In conclusion, the world of mushrooms and toadstools is far more complex and fascinating than we often realize. While mushrooms like the common button mushroom and shiitake offer delicious flavors and essential nutrients, others, such as the death cap, pose severe risks if consumed unknowingly. The key to enjoying the world of wild mushrooms lies in knowledge, caution, and always being sure of what you're consuming. Both mushrooms and toadstools play a vital role in the environment, from decomposition to enriching the soil and forming critical partnerships with plants. However, the dangers of consuming the wrong species can't be overstated. While the allure of foraging for wild mushrooms can be exciting, always remember that safety comes first. If you're new to foraging or just fascinated by fungi, make sure to do your research, rely on experts, and never take risks when it comes to wild mushrooms. Even experienced foragers have to be extremely careful. The line between a delicious mushroom and a deadly toadstool is often razor thin. Thank you for joining us on this journey to understand the crucial differences between mushrooms and toadstools. We hope this video has helped you better appreciate the remarkable diversity of these fungi and the importance of knowing which ones are safe to eat. Stay curious and stay safe out there.